1. Hey guys, this is J Sharp Tutorials, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Infiltration shadow. And I really think, even if you don't play this character, it should be a fun video to watch. I get some stealth caps, great DPS, focus healers really well. So let's get right into it. As you can see on the chat, I'm talking with this other stealther about going stealth one way and then the non-stealth the other way, which is usually a pretty good way to do things. And so we're talking that he's going to cap and I'm going to stun, which, as you can see, is what happens. So we walk up to the door. Again, I just kind of stay on the top. I wait until he gets right next to the door until I zap him. Zap one, but then there's another guy coming, so I have to lift him. Other guy breaks. I have to low slash that, or force stun that guy and low slash the second guy. So since both of the characters used their breaks on my first two stuns, I use my other two stuns. And by doing that, we were able to cap the door, and you can see me just doing my AoE spin attack just so we can keep the door. Stealth out, or use my resilience really quick just to run away, get the health thing again. Checking that I'm recording because I couldn't believe I just did that. And then going on again in the doorway. Pushing people away, and then just using my AoE to get some damage. Force stun through here, low slash to stun him, get behind his back into a nice couple of crits. Threw out my group taunt a while back because it's important when people are all bottlenecked in the doors. Getting pretty low on health here, but my healer is doing a pretty good job keeping me alive. Popped a couple of my stems as I saw other people were near, and force sprint ahead to finish the guy off. I went over to this door because I saw the guy wanted to cap again, but unfortunately my stun is a second too late. I tried to use a force stun on him, but as I stealthed out, it was hard. So then, as you see, I again getting attacked by the Juggernaut, and he eventually finishes me off with a couple other people. So then I figure, why not open the other door, because usually you want to have both doors open so the enemy can't really predict your actions as well. So, and then walking across on. Usually I would walk across in stealth, but as you see, the Sork is lifted right next to the health. The other shadow got pulled. I teleport to him, and then break the stun to steal the health, and then finish the Sork off. So because I was out of stealth, I could move quicker. Because I used my teleport, I got there right in time, and I was able to kill a healer, which is always great for these doors because then the rest of the team falls pretty quickly. I tried to lift him so we could cap, but the other guy didn't see the lift and he broke it. So we had to finish him off the hard way. Going into stealth again, just because it helps all of our attacks, and then trying to do a pushback here. But because we distracted them so much on this side, the other side was actually able to cap because they had a lot more people. So just going over that side with the healers and everything. Again, just kind of making it hard for anyone to get anywhere near the door. Focusing on the healer because that's my job. As a Jedi Shadow, we have some of the best healer killing abilities. We have a lot of interrupts. We have a lot of good crits as we go to the bottom, as they get to low health. So you want to make sure you're targeting the healers. Pop the shield just because I knew I'd probably get some focus through the doors. And then just kind of moving on ahead. I see my other guy capping, so I want to make sure I can slow the rest of the team as much as possible, which is what I do. So again, just kind of checking over my shoulder, and then here I go into stealth so they can't see how many people are capping the door. And ironically, I try to type something, but I accidentally go out of stealth, as you can see, kind of embarrassing. But because I fell behind this little rock thing, I took the opportunity to heal up, get back into stealth, and then used my stealth increase to walk right by these guys and going up to this door over here. So as you can see, I just tried the quick little zap cap right here. I have my instant lift if he breaks, but unfortunately, as you can see, there's another guy over there. So I just decided to stealth out and then ran past the stealth scan and decided to go up on this power tech. getting some focus, so I popped resilience and a couple of stems and medpacks. Going on to the mark because they're pretty squishy. And again, just kind of going through your rotation. You want to kill them as quickly as possible so your people can cap. So I'm just delaying these guys over here while we get to the door. I feel like if they feel like they need to attack me near their spawn, they won't look to the doors, which is a pretty good strategy. For us though, we want to just focus on a target near the fringes of the fight and take them out, especially if it's a healer or some character we can easily kill. And then we're so far over on this door, I decided to go for this cap. Make sure when you're capping, you're swiveling your camera angle so you can see if anyone's attacking you, in case you get interrupted. But since no one interrupted me, I stealthed out really quick and got to a good position where I could see the door and I was able to defend it well. So I moved off a little bit from this door just to kind of get on the merc. I was still within low slash range in case they did anything. And then unstealthed right away so I can get an extra speed boost, force sprinted through the doors, but unfortunately I think he had a little bit longer of a force sprint, and so he got it. So that was pretty good. From the beginning, from the first stealth cap, that really sets the tone of the game, so if you can feel comfortable enough into capping a door really quick, you're really putting your team ahead so the enemy are on their heels the whole time, and any healing characters never get a break because you should be on them, attacking them. So for this, as a defender, this only really works if you have people that are going to call out and talk, and so I put a little phase walk down and then just kind of went to the back line, opened up on the power tech, making some progress. As you can see, popped a resilience so I would dodge all those tech attacks, and then finished them off with a couple of good crits. Moving back toward the node, use my low slash at low range, or far away. Popped a shield because I knew I would probably get some focus, and then stealthed out so I could get the health thing. See a healer, and so as soon as you see anyone healing, you should 1, mark them, which I just did, and 2, start attacking them. So he's guarded, but I'm still making some decent progress through the guard. The slow that I take on my clairvoyant strike helps me keep up with them, and all of the stuns and pushbacks can also interrupt the heals that he's casting. So as you can see, my pressure is working, and we're able to take down the healer. And even though that puts me in a fair amount of focus, I LOS the pillar, use my resilience to dodge some attacks and clear all of the dots off me, and then went toward the back line. As you maybe saw right there, I instant lifted one of the ranged DPS, which is always a good idea. With the instant lift, it breaks on damage, or at least it starts to break on damage because you still have the second stun afterwards. But if you put it on a ranged DPS, then you have the full duration, or he has to break it. So again, just kind of checked off the other side because it's always good to know where the people are, but he called back saying that he was all good. So I get into stealth right away and just kind of move toward the doors, but I get pushed off. I don't break the stun right there, as you saw, because at this point it's a pretty good idea to be white barred, and because then if they're trying to cap the door, they can't stun you, which makes you always able to interrupt them. So as you saw, I just kind of stealthed it out there after I put some pressure on the healer, try to find him again, and then finished him off. Taking a fair bit of focus on the healing thingy isn't there, so I just kind of stay at range a little bit and try to survive as long as possible. So we do have one healer, but he's getting focused really really hard on this game, so I guess I can't really complain that he's not healing me, but the downside for you guys is that there's a couple doors that we have to wait through, and at the end of the game my DPS, damage per second, is hurt because I'm in the door some of the time, but that's part of the job of defending. So force sprint straight out of the doors, stealth out before anyone can see me, and then again find my healer. So go straight up to him, launch into my DPS. Look at these crits right here. This is what Jedi Shadows do the most. Boom. He's dead. Just in those couple of moves straight out of stealth, I was able to take down the healer and put us in a very good position to keep defending the doors. So I was briefly talked about roles and how one of the roles on offense is stealth capping, but no matter what role you're in, another one of your jobs is just to take out and destroy healers. Insta-lifted one decent DPS, started working on the healer again, as you can see, interrupting his heals. I'm getting a little bit of healing so I can face tank a little bit more, and then stealthed out. See him going there, I low slashed him right before he could get the health, and then stole it from him, healed myself up, and then finish him off with a couple crits. So that's the second time I've done that to the healer, where I stopped him from getting the health, which is very important, especially because, you know, if the healer's going for the health, he has literally no options left. So I'm doing my job right. Getting a little bit of focus here from two people, so I just kind of kite around, but I don't have the healer, so I fall pretty quickly. So again, if you're stuck in the respawn doors, focus on what you're going to be doing as soon as you get out. As you saw one time, what I did is I just found the healer and took him out right away. You want to make sure that you're first looking for the door so you can throw out a low slash or something else to interrupt. But again, see the healer, get right on him, because as a Jedi Shadow, that's my job, and that's how we win games for our team. But again, bunch of big crits straight out of stealth. Low slash again to stun him, and then get right in for a finishing blow. I don't know if I pointed this out yet, but notice how I'm using my little stealth increase out of stealth, and that's because as Infiltration we get a damage reduction for that, so it's very good against dots or if there's a bunch of people on you. It's also important to note that this game was kind of different because there was basically constant pressure on this side the entire game, and they didn't really switch up their point of attack very much. Stealthed out there because I was in a really bad position. The other guy, unfortunately, grabbed the health, so I stunned the guy attacking me. Did a couple last things of DPS while I could, kited around, but he still got the kill. So that's game. Pretty good on the attack. We were able to get stealth caps and capped one. Did a couple great stuns at the beginning. You might want to watch that again to see exactly what I did. But basically, I did a zap and stealth zap on one guy, force lift on the other guy, force stun on one guy, and then low slash on the other guy. So utilizing all 4 of my stuns to get the kill. I get some decent DPS, but again, as I said, because I was in the doors, that hurt a little bit. Also, note that my protection was pretty good, especially for non-tank, because I was spending a lot of time taunting on the people. And my one criticism for this game is you also want to make sure that you're peeling a little bit for your healer, but I think that other classes can peel a little bit better, and so that our job is to get right to the healer and kill him. So I hope this helped. As always, thank you for all the views and subscriptions and likes. So see you next time.